guys? Good morning and happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful week. Although it did just start, but hopefully, you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful week. Now, if you guys are just tuning into the stream, you guys might be like, yo, why are you up $220 even though the week literally just started 7 minutes ago? Did I take a trade? No. Actually, for the people that don't know, pretty much last night, if you guys aren't in the Discord, obviously it's completely free to join. If you guys do click the link in the description, it's like the third one. If you guys do want to join the free side of the Discord, I pretty much gave you guys a game plan as to what I was watching for a Sunday setup. For those that don't know, Ward, unfortunately, I'm not gonna say it started, but the US got involved, and obviously the market reacted, the market sold off, and pretty much what ended up happening is we gapped down like crazy. All right, so I'm like, guys, obviously we never in our lives ever trade Sundays, but this one is completely different. It's a different occasion. All right, so we ended up trying to trade it, and we ended up coming up with quite a bit. All right, so I pretty much ended up getting out the game plan over in the chat. And shortly after, we ended up taking up some NQ longs for a quick scalp for a Sunday. And we ended up making a quick profit, for 5 contracts is what we ended up sizing for about 30 points to make about $220, as you guys see right here. All right, so once again, if you guys are interested in joining, and by the way, guys, for those that don't know, if you guys are not in the free Discord, I am currently doing an I'm planning on kind of temporarily closing the premium. I want to kind of make it a little bit more exclusive to the people that are in here. So if you guys are interested in joining the premium before I close down the spots, which should be sometime today or maybe even tomorrow, guys, click the first link in the description. And guys, use code exclusive. It's EXCLUSIVE for 75% off any premium upgrade. It'll be the prices if you guys are interested in getting real-time alerts, real-time live trading with no delay. Obviously, if you guys are on YouTube, you guys might know that there is a 2-minute delay, just so you guys can get all of the real-time alerts like this. All right, so once again, I will be temporarily closing the spots for some time. I want to completely focus on my community first. So yeah, if you guys are interested in joining, it is code exclusive with the first link in the description. All right, but anyways, let's get into the market. All right, guys, let's get into the market. All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and start up the live stream over here.
All right. After that trade,
Yo,
what y'all thinking?
what's good, bro? I joined, bro, and I already see KP talking about a trade, bro. What'd you catch, bro? What'd you catch?
So bless what we just did.
What's going on, bro? What's going on? What's going on? Anyways, hold on.
I just made the server like $100,000.
No way, bro. let me check.
That reversal off open.
No way, dude. Did you see? Dude, we sold off 100 and something points just to reverse it right back up in like 2 seconds, bro.
Yep,
bro.
We took liquidity and took it right back. Bing bong, bro. If you scroll up in chat,
let me see, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Do we even need to trade anymore, bro? Dude, did you see what we did yesterday? You were there, right?
Oh yeah, I was there. Bro, look what I did yesterday.
Hold on. Okay, let me.
I did just now. Dude, we all took this trade. Look at that trade.
Let me put out that I'm live here in the premium, bro. There's no way, bro. Hold on, give me a second.
Reversal, bro.
Let me put out
3,000 evals. Sorry, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Let me go and put out that I'm live over here in the on YouTube real quick. Dude, do we even need to go live today, bro? We kind of already did our job.
I don't know, bro. Everyone should be maxed out at this point. That was a fucking
dude. If no one cut the trade on Sunday, bro, I mean, there's no more of an excuse, man. But all right, anyways, I mean, fuck it. Let me see. Hold up, because I'm here putting out that I'm live on YouTube real quick. There you go. Okay. Anyways, let me see what you did, bro. Let me check out the chat, bro.
Yeah. Scroll up. Watch this shit, dude. I was screaming for like 5 minutes just talking about profits, just reading numbers out.
Dude, look, if you guys want, man, if you guys are either green from yesterday, from last night, from either my trade, or if you guys are green from this morning straight from KP, guys, post it in the profits channel. Go flood that channel up real quick. But bro, yeah, no, I'm seeing people saying, bro. Anyways, bro.
It's gonna crash the channel, bro. It's gonna crash the channel.
Dude. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get one more thing going for today, bro. We're already 2 for 2, but we can probably get one more. Man. But bro, did you see that full-on reversal? I was not expecting that at all, bro.
I was. I was on 5 minutes early, and I told everyone it was gonna happen.
Man. But yeah, I'm gonna see. Well, you ended up catching the upside, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't predict those opening moves. I catch the reversals.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
I'm assuming you're done for the day after yesterday and today, right?
Yeah. I don't have any accounts to trade.
Bro. All right, here. Let me go ahead and take over real quick. And see what I can cook up. Maybe I can get one more trade going for everyone else. Cause I mean, dude, I joined when there was like already like 350 people, so I'm sure most people already caught it. I
Oh
didn't get on
shit.
board. Vicky, hold on. All right, there you go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I joined right after he caught it. So, but yeah. Here, KP. Let me take over the
Yeah,
live
yeah.
the screen share real
You got
quick.
it. You got it, bro. There you go.
Let me see what I can cook up here.
All right, that trade's done.
Yes,
Boom.
sir,
Post
bro.
in profits, everybody. Please do me a favor. Post in profits. If you made money, don't cash at me $5. Post in profits.
All right. Let me go ahead and screen share. Okay, let me know if you guys can see my screen share pretty good here. All right, and by the way, for the people that are tuning into the stream and you guys are seeing that I'm also up, even though I just joined. If you guys think that I'm up $220 as well, guys. If you guys don't know, yesterday I put out a trade. Okay, typically we never, ever trade Sundays. I don't think this is probably the first time in my entire life that I traded a Sunday, but what's it called? Um, obviously yesterday was a different occasion. We had the whole thing happen over the weekend, and obviously yesterday's open was really interesting. All right. So that's exactly why we try to catch longs around this area right here, and we got a quick 30-ish point trade for a quick $200 profit. All right, throughout the weekend. So I'm gonna see if we're able if we're gonna be able to catch one more trade before we really get off. You guys already know KP just finished catching something. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna see what we can cook up because keep in mind the market just opened not even 15 minutes ago. All right, so we're gonna try here. All right, but yeah, so far we are pushing up like crazy here.
That's my
All
house
right,
in New York. Hotels.
but yeah, let me see. We have some levels of liquidity up here and up here. This external high up here. Now I'm not gonna guys. I look. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I expected us to open up yesterday and maybe push up a little bit for the people. Okay, if you guys know who you are in the chat, if you guys were asking me throughout the weekend, like, hey, should I short the market open? I mean, should I short? Yeah, should I short market open? And I'm like, no, no, guys. Anytime some really big news event happens over the weekend, do not short the market. It is so stupid. You guys obviously you guys should know that. Oh, yo, we just sold off like crazy. Wait, what the? You guys saw that? It was probably nothing. Must have been the wind. All right. Anyways, yo, okay. So, guys, anytime something really big happens over the news, I mean, yeah, over the weekend, like some type of news that happens over the weekend, guys, do not. Okay, let's say that the news comes out bearish, guys. The market is going to open up priced in already. All right. If you guys think that the market is going to open up where it was, yo, what is going on? Am I
Bro,
is
they
my
just
is
took out people with stop losses that wick.
do you see, bro? This is the second time it's happened. I can't even like news.
Yeah.
Yo, is this even safe to trade? Like,
They you know what probably happened is a lot of people got that trade late and have order limits in on the chart and they
probably,
just
yeah,
fucked
because we just
everyone's
finished taking
stop
out this
losses.
level of liquidity right here.
Yeah,
Yo,
they just fucked stop losses.
yeah, that was super weird. Oh, news that. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even check. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. I didn't even check the news events for this week. let me let me check real quick. Oh yeah, we do have nine. Oh, we even have 10 a.m. news. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Wow. Okay. Got it. Anyways, okay, back to what I was saying before getting interrupted two times. All right. So guys, once again, for the people that don't know, if something happens over the weekend, all right, do not expect the market to open up where it was last left at on a Friday. All right, obviously the market is going to open up extremely gapped down or extremely gapped up. So if you guys think it's the right idea, let's say for example something happens on a Saturday, right? Something with Trump or something with the U.S. Getting involved with something, whatever. If you guys think that when that happens on Saturday or on in the morning of a Sunday, and the market's going to open up at 6 p.m. EST at the same price that it was left off at, you're very wrong. All right. Obviously, it's going to open up extremely gapped up or gapped down and extremely priced in, meaning that whatever dump was set to happen if the market was open throughout that news being being put out, right? That's where it's going to open up at. All right, guys. So that's exactly why, for those expecting yesterday's market to kind of open up and sell off like crazy, why do you think we got a huge buying candle right here? All right, now the one thing, my point here is is I was not expecting us to completely recover this entire gap over here. I don't know what came out throughout the overnight session that made us recover this entire gap here. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, all right, let's see what we can work with here. We did just finish taking out this level of liquidity right up here. Um, but so far, in terms of an entry model or a setup or anything that we can really work with, there's really not much here. All right, there's really not much that we can really do here. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of wait it out a little bit. If anything, maybe we wait for 944 to get taken out to kind of get more of a read in the market. Um, I'm pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably just gonna stay bullish. We're probably gonna continue going up higher, as we go on, but we'll see. Yeah, basically, yeah. Let me see. Basically, market taking out. Yeah, but keep in mind today's levels is gonna be a little bit. They're not gonna react like the normal. You know what I mean, guys? Today, obviously, we still have this whole war thing going on where the market is extremely volatile in any direction. So obviously the levels of liquidity that we have today might not be as respected as they usually are in normal markets. All right. So I need you guys to keep that in mind. All right. But yeah, we're still waiting for something to really form here. Like I said, I'm probably gonna stay bullish for some time. Maybe until 944, and I'll just kind of like wait till something comes out here. But maybe we can get a trade into 944. Honestly, that's not like I'm pretty bullish. Honestly, with the whole overnight session reaction, with the whole momentum thing that we have going on, we could probably get a trade going, guys. We could probably get a trade going really quick. Am I cash today? Nah, bro. If you look at the screenshot, bro, I'm already green. $220 on the day from yesterday. Now you guys got to keep in mind, if for those that don't know, if you guys trade Sundays, both Sunday and Monday they count as the same day in the markets. All right. So if you trade on a Sunday and you're green, that does not mean that your profits are going to reset on a Monday. All right. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna see if we can trade into this deal wall up here. We do have a really really nice imbalance forming right now. Over 55 points here. But we still need about 5 more minutes left in the setup. Now, I will say, guys, keep in mind, what's it called? We do have existing home sale news coming out at 10. All right, so in 10 minutes from now. All right. So yeah. All right. So if we do end up getting an entry, it's probably gonna be based off a news entry. So this setup is probably gonna be a little risky and a little bit really really quick. All right, but pretty much what I'm gonna try to look out for right here. Wait, let me kind of save my chart like this. There you go. Okay, pretty much what I'm gonna try to look out for is a fair value gap candle to close like this, right? So the next candle is gonna go ahead and open up. It's gonna create a gap around here as long as it holds up for a little bit. And as we go, obviously since we haven't taken out this level of liquidity right up here, we're gonna look for a retracement into this gap, followed obviously with a bounce into this level of liquidity. Now, that's as long as this gap right here is able to be held up. Obviously, right now we're getting a little bit of selling pressure, but as long as we're able to hold up some sort of a gap, which will look in this case like this, we should be good to go. All right. So I'll be looking for something like this into this, like that. All right. Now I'm a little bit sketched out with the setup. You know, when am I not? Obviously, there's always something that happens behind the market. I'm sure you guys, you know, it's nothing new here. But the reason I'm gonna say that, guys, is mainly not full size. No, I wouldn't full size on this one. For today, mainly because now even if we didn't have news, guys, what's it called? We do have obviously the market is extremely volatile today, right? Why? Because of the war news going on. All right. So what I will say is obviously try to size a little bit lighter for today, right? Maybe even for tomorrow as well. But on top of that, guys, we do have, like I said, in 10 minutes from now, we have existing home sales coming out in 9 minutes. All right. So what we're gonna be pretty much what I'm looking at for right now is if buyers are able to show that they have enough strength to still hold above this level of liquidity right here and not show any signs of a reversal or of a sweep, what we can look for, which obviously right now it kind of seems like they have quite a bit of strength still. All right, which still means obviously, guys, when we take out a level of liquidity, it is not going to be an instant reversal. what we're going to be looking for is how price reacts off of it. Does price get weaker? Does price still remain as strong as it was before? If it remains as strong as it was before, obviously that means that buyers are still interested, and we're probably going to shoot into the next level of liquidity, which in this case will be right here. All right. So once again, what I want to look for is for the next 3 minutes is I want to see if this candle is able to hold up this fair value gap right here to then retrace into it, get a 30-point bounce into PT1 and PT2 right here. All right. So yeah. Now, what I'm going to do real quick, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and make the game plan real quick. So give me a second. Let me write it up real quick. And yeah, I'll be back with you guys in just a split second. Let me kind of type it up here. Looking at the weekend. After we take out this DOL.
Lunch and dinner with dessert.
Bro, you're good, bro. Don't worry, though. I can take it over here, my man. Don't worry. I'm cooking up a game plan right here.
Yeah, you go do your thing, bro. I'm just saying, I'm cooked right now, man. I got mine out.
Aim price target. I'm really hoping that we're not able to take out 944 before we get the retracement. Looking at the 5-minute time frame, I'm looking for price to retrace into this 5-minute bullish FG, followed with a 30-point bounce for a possible entry into longs above premium. I think that's all I had to say. Yeah, I'm not trying to yap it out. Now, guys, I'm really hoping that we might see the price, because buyers look way too strong here. But I'm really hoping that buyers, and for today I'm going to use more of a 35-point stop, something like this. But I'm really hoping that buyers don't stay too strong here, guys, because the problem is that with buyers being so strong like this, we might not get a retracement into the gap anytime soon. Let me see if we have any higher price targets. Oof, yeah, no, we do. Definitely we do. Damn, okay. I don't even know what to target up here. Okay. I guess we can target this right here. But we could definitely look for something like this for sure. So let me kind of like make this like this, like this, like this, into here. I'm sure we probably have something on the 15-minute time frame as well. I haven't checked it out, but looking at the 5-minute time frame, I'm looking for price to retrace into this 5-minute fair value gap followed with the 30-point bounce rate. Okay, let me kind of type that up real quick. Yeah, no, we're getting somewhat of a sell-off. Now, I want to be, like I said, guys, I want to be very careful. I probably don't want to take a trade until 10 a.m. strikes. Now, I'm hoping we're able to get a retracement by 10 a.m. Now, with obviously the 10 a.m. news coming out bullish, we can then get an entry from that type of news right there. Now, I know, okay, I know I said 30-point bounce. Since we're going to be using a 35-point stop loss today, I would prefer to use about a 35-point stop for this trade if we do take it. But yeah, because guys, pretty much the only thing I don't like about the setup is the gap is pretty small. So the thing is, we need to retrace to the exact price and just completely reverse right back up. That's going to be an issue. All right. But let's see. I mean, maybe something happens here where the market is just so precise that it happens. All right. But let me see if we have something. Nah, we don't have anything off the 15-minute. Man, yeah. So the only thing we can kind of work with you guys is the 5-minute time frame, pretty much. I think we hopefully, man. Bro, Powell, what are you doing in this chat, bro? I'm about to ban your ass, bro. No, I'm just kidding. David, check yes. Oh yeah. I mean, we took out this London high, but keep in mind. I mean, regardless, we're not gonna get an entry until news comes out, so we're still waiting on it. Remember, but I'm trying to see because we have this high right. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make sense for us not to take it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about this high right over here. But yeah, I do see what you're talking about on ES, which is it's good that you mentioned it. In fact, let me kind of see here. Give me 1 second here. Yes and NQ have like two completely different charts here. Oh, because keep in mind, NQ just finished. I mean, ES just finished taking out the high that we want to take out on NQ. Look at the difference. All right, guys, look. ES just took out this high because look, we have the high, lower high, right? Look at ES. We took out the high, lower high, lower high. That's why. So yeah, ES is way more bullish than NQ is. You see this huge SMT divergence here. Just ES, or not really SMT, but just ES has way more strength than NQ does. So, cause yeah, ES already took out this high right up here. But remember, ES never took out the lows. All right, look, NQ took out this low right here. Look at ES, the low never took it out. So yeah, there's a huge difference there. So I would say NQ has more of a bearish divergence when ES has more of a bullish one. but yeah, pretty much what I want to see is I'm really hoping that we're able. Nah, news is coming out in a minute, guys. Yeah, no, we're not gonna be able to trade this setup for sure. Like, guys, what are the chances news comes out, we dump straight down into this fair value gap and instantly bounce right back up? That's close to impossible. Yeah. So yeah, we're probably gonna see this price target get hit, unfortunately. So we're probably not gonna be able to trade into it. Let's see. News is about to come out. We're about to hit the price target. Let's see it, man. Let's see it. 10 more seconds. Anything is possible. Look, I'm okay. Look, if this setup goes into the fair value cap and bounces, I'll do a giveaway right now. I promise you guys. I'll literally do a giveaway right now for like 10 accounts. Nah, there we go. There's a price target. All right. I told you guys. Yeah, no, it wasn't gonna happen because news was just too close to happening. So yeah. I guess we could just wait for another model to form. But yeah, this one was clean. Don't get me wrong. It's just it just formed way too late. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're gonna see the price structure beforehand. So setup is toast. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. I mean, well, no. It's not. Now, obviously, we probably won't take longs from it, but we could probably take shorts from it. We could probably do shorts from it. The reason I'm saying that is because now that we took out every level of liquidity to the upside, well, to be fair, we don't really have much to the downside either. So I don't know. Call me, I don't know. I might be a little bit crazier, but it's either we continue trending back to the upside, guys, or we start chopping up. And the reason I'm saying we might start chopping up soon is because, guys, we took out all of the objectives everywhere. We took out lows, we took out highs. What more do we have to kind of target here? I don't know. The Asian low, dude. The Asian low is all the way down, dude. We're not seeing that, bro. Come on now. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be hard to say because realistically, on a regular day model that we trade, it's we take out the other liquidity to the upside, and we expect a reversal into this inverse, right? Which is what I was about to say. You know, we could definitely do that. But the thing is that it's just the market is so bullish from the news. You know, the news going on with the whole thing going on around the world. It's kind of hard to say. Um, I'm not gonna say anything just yet, but I'm gonna give the market a few more minutes to see how it reacts off of this level right here. If it wants to continue going higher, we could probably just trade a continuation model into 130, which is what I have. Which is gonna be this complete high right over here. But in terms of any other levels, I don't really have anything. I don't have anything else to really take out. I mean, maybe we have one 966, but yeah, maybe I'll just target that instead. But yeah, in terms of levels, there's not. I mean, we're right there either way. But I don't know. We're in a spot, guys, where it's really, really hard to tell what we want to do here. All right, because we took a majority of the levels of liquidity. We're not getting too many pullbacks at the moment right now. So let me see. Give me a few minutes, and I'm gonna try to cook something up for you guys. Now, someone in here said tomorrow might be cooked. Powell, yeah. For those that don't know, I still have to make the schedule, which I'll make it after the stream. But guys, for those that don't know, tomorrow we have Powell, and on Wednesday we have Powell speaking once again. All right. So will I be live? Yeah, but I'll probably like I'll be really, really cautious. All right. I'll be really, really cautious. But yeah, pretty much the whole point that I'm trying to make here, guys, is I realistically don't really know what to work with here. I mean, we're shooting up like you know what I mean, with no pullbacks. Maybe we can work off something from the 15-minute time frame if we want to continue going higher, but it's gonna be hard to kind of read. What a month, dude! Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see if we can kind of hold. Look, if okay, right now I don't really have too much to work with for upside. Um, and the thing is, I don't want to short this insane buying pressure coming in because obviously, guys, the trend is more than likely not gonna go back down. All right, we saw our downside within this entire gap down from last night. All right, so yeah, we're probably not gonna see downside anytime soon. But the thing is, it's trading upside is going to be super tricky because we took out majority of the levels of liquidity already. So I'm trying to work something out here, but I'll see. Are we planning to do full size? No, definitely not today, man. Definitely not today. You have to look at the volume that we're trading with right now. It's way too much going on. Nah, guys. Today is definitely not today. Two size full. I'm sure you guys saw it yesterday. I traded 5 contracts on the trade that we put out on the longs. You guys know I typically do 10. I did 5 yesterday. So yeah. I can already see Blast saying we should just come back tomorrow. There's no setup. I mean, dude, can you really blame me? I mean, we took out the objectives. What more is there to really trade into? I don't have anything else. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the reasonable thing to do in a bit. We don't have any fair value gaps. We don't have any levels. We took them out already. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm kind of speechless here. You know what I mean? There's not much I can really work with. I'm trying, but right now, I mean, I guess we have this gap here, but I'm not really looking to trade an inverse right now. I mean, we're not gonna get selling anytime soon either. That's also a thing. I'm not expecting us to reject anytime soon. I'm gonna give them obviously. I'm gonna give the market a few minutes. I'm gonna see if something really, really nice forms that we can probably get here, but I don't know. I really don't know. Let me catch up with the YouTube chat. Why is your daily bias bullish? Because remember, we sold off any lows that we had that we wanted to take out. We took them out yesterday. All right. So yeah, downside is no longer like nothing's gonna happen to the downside. All right. That's a done deal. All right, we're not seeing any lower today. All right, but the problem is can we even trade for higher? I mean, we're not only are we extremely overbought right now, but we took out all of the levels of liquidity that I had to the upside, which was this one and this one. All right, obviously we have this one, but can we really see it? You know what I mean? Like it's pretty far away. All right, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna say if the buying pressure looks pretty strong here, I'll probably take some light contracts for upside. Probably try to get a quick scale for like 30, 35, maybe 40 points, and just hold runners throughout the entire day until we take this out. That might be the case, but it's just not what I do on a typical day with my strategy. You know what I mean? Because we just took out majority of the levels of liquidity here. So let's see. I'm gonna wait for this candle right here to kind of close. I'm more than positive that it's an imbalance. Whoa, it's not even an imbalance. It's 34 points. Is this one an imbalance? Nah, this what? Okay, I guess we could just use the 15-minute then. I'm surprised those aren't fair value gaps. What contract size do you recommend for a 50K account? About 7. 7 is typically a good amount. About 7. Yeah, I'm surprised that these two candles aren't imbalances. Actually. Okay, well, maybe the 15-minute? Okay, yeah, definitely the 15-minute. I guess we could, guys, if we want to get a good looking setup, I would say the 15-minute should close here. And then we just wait to see something from here. That would probably be the best case off of this gap right here. But it's gonna take some time because this candle closes in 6 minutes, and then we have to wait for the next one to close in 15 minutes. But in terms of a 5-minute setup, we probably won't have much to work with here. Unless this candle breaks into the 995s, which isn't too far. It's like what, like 10 points away. Then we could probably work off something from the 5-minute and not have to worry about those 15-minute candles. Let me see. All right, we're in the 990s here. Can we see 995 though for that 40-point candle there? We still have a minute left in this candle. As long as we don't get a pullback, which I don't really think we're gonna get, we should be good. Because if anything, we could definitely work off of a continuation model from the 5-minute. Although it will be kind of risky and low reward, but it's kind of the best thing we have to work with right now. Let's see, can we see 995 here? Because in order for this setup right here to be valid and for us not to have to wait for the 15-minute gap, I would want to see 997. We still have 15 seconds left. Can we get a push up here? Probably not. We got close. We saw 995, but no gap yet. Yeah, we're not gonna see anything in the next 4 seconds. So we're gonna have to kind of work with the 15-minute gap over here. This one right here. Let me see what we can do here. Yeah, because this gap right here is definitely not gonna work out. But the problem is, guys, the only reason I don't want to trade into this gap right here is because, okay, let's say that we're bullish, right? Let's say that we're bullish. If we're gonna retrace into this fair value gap right here, you guys gotta keep in mind that we're gonna be holding below the level of liquidity right after, meaning that we pretty much swept this liquidity, right? You guys know after we take out a level of liquidity and we're holding below it, that's a DOL sweep, which is a sign for a reversal. All right, so how are we gonna take longs when the market is telling us that we're currently reversing? You know what I mean? So as much as I want to pull back, I don't want to go all the way down into here. If anything, I would want to pull back into like right here. So like I said, guys, right now the market is giving us very, very, very little stuff to work with because we're so overbought and we just took out majority of the levels already. So I'm trying to see what I can work with here. I'm kind of just like developing a game plan. So if it sounds like I'm all over the place, it's just how I think. It's just I'm thinking by speaking it out loud. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to see what we can cook up here. But I don't know. It would kind of have to be off the 15-minute for sure. Why wouldn't we wait for an IFUG here and short? I mean, we could. We definitely could. That remember, I would be bearish once price is able to really hold below this. If we start seeing a lot of selling pressure below this, just like this, we could then look for something like this, like an inverse below it, and we could probably take it. But the thing is, um, we'll see. I'll give the market some time for sure to really give us that game plan. I don't know. With the way today is looking, we're probably not gonna get too much of a reversal to the downside. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be hard to say for sure. Like I'm gonna wait for this final candle to close right here in 2 minutes and see what we do in the next candle. I feel like this next candle will tell us everything that we need to know, pretty much. So I'll just wait on that. Do you want to trade the 5 minute? No, I do 5 and 15. 15 is more of like my backup. Yeah, no buyers. You see what I mean, guys? Like in terms of a reversal on a regular day, yes, I'll be telling you guys, yeah, let's look for some shorts very very soon and all that stuff. The thing is, it's just we're kind of really over, like buyers are in a lot of control, and guys, the whole reason as to why is because of everything that has been happening over the weekend. It's really complicated. It's really hard to get something going on, kind of cooking up for short here, with like a news event like this. So the only thing that we're kind of forced to work with here is, although we already took out most, if not all, objectives to the upside, the only thing we can kind of do here is kind of just trade with the trend. You know what I mean? I don't think we're gonna get a reversal anytime soon. And I mean, look at this, a red to green candle. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna say, I guess we could chill out for like, maybe 15 minutes or so. Wait for this next 15-minute candle to close. We wait for a retracement into this gap, and we then trade it pretty much all day into 130s. That'll be the best case, pretty much. Cause yeah, as much as I would love to trade a reversal, I don't think we're gonna get it anytime soon. And by I mean like today completely. I don't think we're gonna get it. Um, but yeah, we almost tapped into the 5 minute fair value gap. The thing is, keep this in mind, bro. It's not really too much of an interesting imbalance here. Look at this. You guys know I'm very, very picky about my setups. If it's even 39.75 points, I will not take it. It has to be minimum 40 points. All right. Always. So yeah, regardless, I wouldn't have taken this gap in the first place. Right here. All right, this 15-minute candle closed. So let's see how we hold up this next candle right here. And pretty much what I was trying to tell you guys is I want to see a retracement into the gap. We then hold above. We get a 35-point bounce from here going forward. And then we just take longs from here into this price target up here. That'll be a pretty ideal setup. But the problem is we just need to see how we hold up this gap right here. Do we see a lot of selling? Do we chop up going forward? Does the volume slow down? Do we even hold up the fair value gap in the next 15 minutes? We don't know. I mean, we have to wait it. We have to wait it out. But yeah. Let me see the chat here. Uh David, before you're looking to take two. Wait, what? What do you mean? What does that mean, please? Let me know, let me know. Oh yeah, well I've obviously as we've gone on, I've tweaked the strategy. Obviously, you guys gotta understand that the more trades that I take with the strategy, the more data I get behind it, the more journey I'm able to get, and the more I'm able to see what works and what doesn't. I know back then I used to trade 30 to 35 point gaps, but obviously I filtered them out for a reason. They don't really get respected as much as a 50 point fair value gap. So obviously that goes with any strategy. The more you trade it, the more screen time you get behind the markets, the more you're able to see what works and what doesn't work with your model, and then you just tweak it up with what works. You filter out what doesn't work, and you just keep continue doing what works. So yeah. Blas, where's this gap? What do you mean? You have marked out? Oh, it's on the 15-minute time frame. It's right here. If you're asking in terms of time frames, the 15-minute. The 5 minutes doesn't really have anything to really work with. So there's not much we can really do here. At least 90% of the candle should be a body. Yes. At least there could barely be a wick in the candle. Like, okay, let's say, for example, this candle right here is 60 points, right? For example. Is this candle a fair value gap? No. Why? Because most of the candle is a wick. All right? You need to look for candles that look like this, where the most of it is a body, not a wick like this. All right? This works. This obviously doesn't work. All right? But yeah, right now I'm pretty much just trying to look to see if we can get a retracement like this, pretty much. Yeah, but the 5 minute, keep in mind, it's not going to be super, super respected. So if we do bounce, it's probably going to be based off of the 15-minute instead. David, what about the 30-minute fair value gap from the 20th of June? I don't really trade the 30-minute. I don't really think it's going to be too much of an issue. It shouldn't really be an issue, but we'll see. We'll see how this holds up. Keep in mind, I don't really like basing my trades or my buys based off of a higher time frame fair value gap. But yeah, we can definitely see how this holds up. Like I said, I mean, the buyers still look pretty strong here. We're still breaking past new highs and everything, so we're probably not going to reject off of it in the first place. Now the whole thing here is can we even retrace into it once we close this for rally gap, or are we just wasting our time? You know what I mean? Because right now, if we want to see an entry in the next 10 minutes, we need to sell off about 50 points to even get an entry. That's speaking right now. We still have 11 minutes left in this candle. All right, so I definitely don't want to waste, obviously, everyone's time here. So I want to see what we're able to get here. But like I said, the only entry that we kind of have to work with right now would pretty much just be that. If we even get it. If not, then I'm probably just gonna take the 220 that we got last night and just take it and call it a day. All right, guys. So yeah, this setup will pretty much just determine if we trade today or not. All right. But yeah. By the way, how many of you guys, if you guys quickly type a one in the chat, if you guys managed to catch the trade from last night, I want to see, because obviously it's a Sunday. I get it. You guys are probably out. You know what I mean? Doing something. I don't know, like eating dinner or I don't know, being at a club. I don't something. All right. So obviously not everyone is able to trade it. All right. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of ones. So a lot of you guys were able to catch a trade last night. So that's definitely something. That's definitely something for sure. All right. Church, 100%. Yeah, it is Sunday. It is Sunday. So yeah. Let me see. Last quick NQ. Are you gonna start looking for a trade during the Asia session more? I've been missing the Asia trades. No, I only do Asia if the New York session is very, very, very untradeable. All right. So let's say, for example, Trump comes out with tariffs and the market is moving 100 points per candle. All right. Can we trade it? Obviously not. All right. So what's it called? If that happens, typically if the New York session is way too volatile, the volume is still going to be here during the Asia session, so we just stick to that pretty much. But yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, obviously I wasn't really expecting most people to really catch it. A good handful of you guys caught it, but like I said, Sundays aren't really meant for trading, so I don't really blame you guys. But yeah. Anyway, so far, oh man, it's just the further up we go, the further away we get from the entry model. So that's how you feel about this. I don't think any past fair value that we have is gonna really get respected so much, because I mean, look at the price action for today, bro. You know what I mean? It's really, really bullish. So I don't really think one tiny fair value gap that you're marking out on like the 15-minute time frame is really gonna hold us down. So we'll see. Maybe we chop up, but in terms of a reversal, I don't really think we get it at least for today. Oh, to inverse to upside. But the thing is, if you're gonna be taking it up here, don't you feel like it's gonna be way too late of an entry? I mean, we've already gotten this insane push up. You know what I mean? I mean, you probably could. It's not a horrible idea. It's just you're just not gonna be getting the best entry. You know what I mean? You're probably gonna be getting you might see a little bit of drawdown in the meantime while you take the trade, because obviously you're taking it as we go up. There might be a little bit of a pullback. You know what I mean, here and there and all that good stuff. All right. Is it a bad trade? No. Is it the best one? Not really. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing is, the problem is with inverses is typically when we get a spike in the market or once we go up so high up like this, right? We're bound to get a pullback here and there. All right. Hence the 5-minute time frame. All right. So if you get an entry here, you might get like a little pullback before we shoot up even higher. Am I saying that we're gonna reverse? No, but it's just probably gonna be like a little pullback here and there. But yeah. Let me see, David. What market conditions made this 1 month winning streak possible? Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, dude. I thought that this month was gonna be one of the hardest months to trade. I did not expect us to go on any sort of a streak, not even a 1 week streak. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I guess just knowing when to trade and when not to trade has kind of helped us out a little bit because you guys know we stayed cash for like what 2 days last week. The same thing the previous week before and all that stuff. I think you've been extra careful in a way, but price has been treating us pretty well these last few days as well, or these last few weeks. But yeah, no, by all means, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Obviously, it's amazing that we were on a 1 month winning streak, and we still are. But I was not expecting any sort of a streak this month. I literally told you guys like in the schedule channel, I'm like, guys, don't expect anything this week. I don't think it's gonna be that good. I think we're gonna get one trade. We ended up getting like 4 trades. So yeah. Even during OPEX, I don't even get on for OPEX, and I got on, and we still got 2 trades. So I mean I don't know what to say. So yeah, definitely an interesting month for sure. I want to put in the books, but yeah, once again, guys. Okay, look, let me kind of like for some of you guys in here, all right. Let me kind of get you guys back into reality, all right, guys. My strategy is while we wait for the setup, guys. My strategy is not 100% win rate. I'm bound to lose sometime soon. So if you guys are in here full porting every single trade that I put out every single day that I'm in a 1 month winning streak, expecting only wins, please wake up. All right, because there have been times. I remember one time, guys, I went on a 2 month winning streak. I got one little loss for 25 points, and I had a handful of people cursing me out. All right, saying, "Oh, bro, you suck. It's always when I take the trade, my luck sucks." Like, dude, shut up. All right, no one cares, bro. Please shut up. All right, please don't be that guy. All right, guys. Once again, my strategy is not 100% win rate. Do not expect every winning trade, every trade to be a winning trade. All right, I'm bound to take a losing trade sometime soon. Maybe it's the next one. Maybe it's the one in 10 trades from now. I don't know, but please don't be that guy. All right, exactly. I agree. People are really, really extra. All right, I'm trying to do my best work here, but obviously the market conditions sometimes might not add up to my strategy and might stop me out. All right, so please do not, once again, do not expect every win to be, every trade to be a win. All right, it's so sad that I even have to say it. You know what I mean? No, because I get it. I'm hyped up. You guys are hyped up. I want to be trading every single day and getting wins, just like how we've been doing. But guys, you know what I mean? Like, give me a break when that losing trade comes along, because obviously it's going to come around. All right, there's no denying it. But yeah, please don't be that guy. All right, guys. David, you care too much. It's not even that, bro. It's just when I'm trying to trade and I'm trying to help you guys out. If I'm seeing people in the chat saying like saying a whole bunch of negative stuff about one losing trade, I can't focus. You know what I mean? It gets annoying after a while. So yeah. Oh, trust me, I have banned them. Um, but yeah. Has anyone tried the ChatGPT thing that scans the chart and tells you where to enter and gives you a stop? Dude, come on now, bro. Now, guys, I'm not gonna lie, the 5-minute time frame is kind of slowing down just a little bit. Is this something to be worried about? Maybe. Um, because obviously, you know, the market might slow down, and then getting a trade just might be a little bit even trickier than it already is. Yeah, JW, they do. They do. Yeah, if anyone, if obviously, if anyone ever like is super annoying in the chat or whatever, obviously I'll ban them, but I always refund them. Guys, the only person that I just never refund because I actually refuse to, because I personally thought I deserved the money after like all of the treatment was Dylan. You guys remember Dylan, bro? Oh my, no. If you guys are new to the premium, you guys don't know, guys. We had such an annoying kid, bro. I couldn't stand this guy, bro. I actually, dude, I was in every single stream, guys. I was ripping my hair off, dude. I couldn't, bro. I couldn't. Because like I get it. Some people, you know what I mean, they're probably not just not locked in, they're just not focused, and you know, they like to troll. And it's fine. You know what I mean? It's Discord. It's the internet. You know what I mean? You can't be tough. You know what I mean? The only thing you can really do is ban them. And obviously if you're paying for something and I banned you or whatever, I'll always process the refund. I don't mind. It's like what, like $50. You probably join with the discount, like what, like 15, $20, whatever. Take it back. You know what I mean? Just don't annoy it. No, don't annoy us. But no. Dude, that kid, bro, oh my, bro, I couldn't, bro. I literally couldn't, dude. Now, if you guys know, you guys know. If you guys have been with, okay, if you guys have been with me since like maybe December, you guys know exactly who he is. Never again, bro. If I even see like 1% of like that energy that he gave off, bro, you're gone, bro. You're gone. It was horrible, bro. But yeah, anyways, okay. Right now, once again, back to the charts. We're kind of chopping up a little bit. We're not even chopping up. We're kind of losing some buying interest. So once again, I'm still looking to see what type of reaction we're able to get off of this setup right here. If we don't see anything, I'm probably just gonna take the 220 for the day that we caught last night and just come back tomorrow. All right. So we'll see. Hi David. If I took one big L for minus 500 and made it back, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're chilling. Yeah, man, I'm out. I'm on my, yeah, bro. If you guys are green from either last night or with KP's trade this morning, you guys are free to get off. You guys don't really need to stay on. If you guys made your money, that's it. You know what I mean? You got your fair share of the market today. I'm just staying on just in case, you know, for the people that haven't gotten a trade for today, maybe we can get something. All right. David, what do you think if it retraces it into 950? I want to see 950. I want to see something like this for sure. But the only problem is, it's just that the market right now, we're definitely slowing down quite a bit in terms of volume. So if we don't spike up, you know, in the given time, I'll probably just avoid the market more than likely. But yeah, let's see. Let me kind of type this up in the setup to watch. With this one setup that I'm switching over to the 15-minute time frame and keeping create same idea as the one above. To this 15-minute. Currently. I'm only open to trade as long as buyers Okay, there you go. Okay, so what I want to see here is something like this. Mhm. All right, let me read over this. I'm still sitting bullish on Q with this one sub that I'm eyeing. I'm switching over to the 15-minute time frame and keeping an eye on this bullish flag that was just created. Same idea as the one above. I'm just looking to see if price is able to retrace into this 15-minute fair value. Got followed with the 35-point bounce. So I'm looking for a long position to trade into the drawn liquidity at 22,130. Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, but let me kind of send it out real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just a little like I don't know, this volume right here is kind of dying down a little bit. Maybe it's just the market slowing down. Obviously, you know, I mean, we have some uh we're just consolidating, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, we had a lot of buying before, so you know what I mean, the market's not gonna be pushing up all day today. You know what I mean, obviously gonna have its moments where it kind of slows down and then it picks back up. All right, it's a pretty normal thing to happen. David, I think you should live gamble when the market isn't doing anything. Bro, I've thought about it. I've thought about it. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna lie and say that. You know what I mean? It hasn't crossed my mind, but I don't think is the right thing to do right now. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it'll be a little bit more entertaining. Now you're good, bro. But yeah, right now the market, I don't know. I'm a little. I want to be definitely a little bit careful with this price right here. I don't want to get involved with anything if it looks like this. I want to get involved with if it looks like this. You know what I mean? But definitely not like this. Yeah, it definitely is dying down just a little bit. So yeah, guys, if we were tracing through the gap and we start like kind of like doing something like this where we kind of just chop out to the upside, I'll avoid it. Yeah, I don't want to get involved in that type of price action. But if we kind of like spike down and then we shoot right back up instantly, then yeah, we could probably take something. But in the meantime, if price is like this, I'm not trading it. All right, not happening for sure. All right, guys. What time frame do I enter off of? Right now, I'm working on the 15-minute. Right, the whole reason I have the 5-minute open is just so you guys can see like a deeper look into the 15-minute candles and see what's going on. Right, obviously it's a little bit choppy, so I would kind of like sit back, you know, just a little bit, and you know, just kind of just see if something sparks up here. If nothing sparks up, then I'm just gonna take like I said, I'm just gonna take the profits from last night and just run off with it until tomorrow and see what tomorrow has in store for us. Hold on, let me see something here. Dude, there's no way that when we get a setup, like when we actually get like a possible setup that we can possibly take. You know what I mean, you guys know today we've had some setups, but we couldn't take them. Bro, how is that the one time that we get near a setup that we want to take, the market slows down? There is no way. I knew it was gonna happen. Like obviously we're about to slow down sometime soon, but there's no way we slow down once we form a setup that's like that we can actually take, bro. So now we really have to wait for it, bro. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you guys know if it's worth trading or not. Like I said, if we go into it, that's one thing. If we barely bounce from it and get a very, very slow reaction, I'm not taking it, no matter what. Check a message. I'll check it after the stream. I haven't really caught up with anyone. I don't even have my phone here. It's in my bed. Yeah, I'll check after. I don't have my phone on me. The setups lately seem to be more before the New York session start and when it starts. It's mixed. It's pretty mixed. Plus, is momentum and volume the same? No, momentum is more of like the trend, like the way the market is moving. And volume is just the way the candles are moving. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, there's a lot of buyers, a lot of sellers. It's kind of the same thing, but it's not. You know what I mean? Am I looking for longs or shorts? Right now, I'm kind of looking for longs in a way. Just because sellers are trying to step in, but they're just not in the picture. You know what I mean? Like, unless you get a super random sell off, I'll remain bearish. But for now, I'll stay bullish. Because remember, what I want to see is a retracement into the gap. We hold above the level of liquidity to obviously confirm that we're not reversing, and then we get the 35-point bounce, and we just go from there into higher, into like up here. But the problem is just that we don't have any volume. That's literally the only issue. I think we'll get a huge move up. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. David, if you traded yes, would you watch on Q? Yeah, of course, of course. Remember, they follow each other. ES looks better. All right, let me tell you guys exactly why I wouldn't take longs on ES. You guys see this? All right, remember this. Remember this. All right, these two right here. Look at NQ. NQ has more of a reason to be more bullish than ES does. All right, now, and especially with the market kind of slowing down right now, I don't really think, yeah, ES probably isn't doing too well. You know what I mean? Yeah, so keep that in mind. No longs? No, 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 definitely not. Wait, I don't even know what box that is. What's that box for? Dude, I haven't played Clash Royale in so long, bro. Is that what the 50 minute? No, it's not. The 50 minute is right here. We haven't gone into it. Heard what? Me going like this? That's just me rubbing my lip on my mic, bro. Bro. No, I didn't, bro. David, how come you don't trade NQU5? It's the same thing. MNQ and NQU is the same thing. One is micros, meaning that you're just trading a fraction of a mini. But if you want to trade 1 mini, you just do 10 micros. It's the exact same thing. It's just the reason I trade micros is just you're able to scale out more contracts than NQ, regular NQ, like minis. Yo, David, what's the X card you follow for you? Hold on.
Bro, yawning, bro. It's unprofessional.
Yo, bro, you can't just join up in here and tell me what to do, bro.
Stop yawning, bro. What am I paying for?
Yo, all right. Okay. I use search this guy up. His name is Walter Bloomberg. Right here. Bro, Krabby, you caught anything, bro?
Bro, I was about to smash longs that open, bro, but can get a retracement.
Me neither. Bro, did you see the first 2 5-minute opening candles, bro?
Yeah, we need to go manipulate the low first.
Crazy. Yeah. Dude, once I saw him, like, dude, longs are gonna be so easy. Bro, I have yet to get a setup.
Bro, I waited all morning for one good retracement.
One way, dude. You can ask, bro. The same, bro. We're waiting on the same exact thing, dude. We're waiting for a retracement. We have yet to get one, bro. Look, I tried waiting for this 5-minute one over here. Didn't get it. Now we're waiting for this 15-minute one. Now the market starts chopping up. Bro, I haven't gotten anything, dude. And I'm surprised that we weren't able to inverse anything to the downside. There was nothing to inverse. So today could have been such a good day, bro. But I mean, it was, but just no, in terms of entries, just nothing there.
Price-wise, yeah, we're actually moving good, though.
Yeah, no, price is moving amazing today, bro.
Just lack of entries.
I'm waiting on one, bro. But the problem is, now that I have one, bro, look at the volume. So, dude, if I don't see anything by like 11, bro, I might just get off. I'm already green from that, dude. Okay, grab it. Oh, bro, we just broke through highs. Bro, okay, when you saw, I'm sure you saw the notification. When you saw me like put an alert out on a Sunday, bro, what did you think, bro?
Sorry, what?
Did you see me put out a trade on a Sunday, bro?
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday, yeah, last night, bro. I put out a trade last night.
On a Sunday?
Dude, I've never done it. I just did it for yesterday, bro. Price was moving really good. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Oh, the gap?
Yeah. Let me kind of put an indicator here. How did you trade a Sunday? The markets are open, bro. The markets open at 6 p.m. on a Sunday. Have been to Zaim's crib yet? I might go soon, but not yet. He just got it. That's the thing. Had no idea. Yeah, bro. I mean, come on now. So remember, markets open 6 p.m. Sunday till Friday, pretty much. So kind of the only closed day. That's why they say futures is 23/7. Or no, 23/6. My bad. Open 6 days a week, 23 hours a day. David, was yesterday straight a gap fill idea rather than the usual fair value gap? Yes, it was. I told you guys in the chat that I was just kind of trading what's it called? I was just trading the momentum in the market. Obviously, I told you guys we're not expected to go lower. The market already opened up, priced in with the war news that was going on. There was no way that we're gonna go lower. You know what I mean? Whatever lower we were gonna go, we already did throughout when the market was closed. All right, so we had nothing but upside opportunity, which is why I told you guys just look for the gap fill and you should be good to go. And we did, dude. Honestly, I wish I would have held my runner because we had our stop loss right here on our final contract, and it never got stopped out. I just took profit because I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to hold this, bro. And I got out, but bro, realistically, we would have still been in right now. We never got stopped out. That's the problem. You made 2,000 last night. Are you nuts? You held it? So you're telling me you held like a 12-hour long trade, bro? Are you crazy, bro? Dude, I held the trade. I took most contracts off like what, like right here or something, and I got out like I'm pretty sure like around here for like 220, and I just got out, bro. You held that entire thing, bro. Oh wait, yo, we're lucky selling off right now. I didn't even notice. Yo, let me lock back in. Hold on. But yeah. Anyways, guys, we're still waiting on this. Like I say, if we don't get like a valid, really, really good bounce by like 11, I might just get off. Dude, I keep yawning, bro. Are we targeting longs at 21,945? We're trying to. We're definitely trying to. We're gonna see how the market reacts off of this 15-minute gap. If it looks interesting enough, we could take a trade. If not, we'll just get off and just come back another day when the market looks a little bit better. Because guys, keep in mind, we're extremely overbought already. Not even this, like we're like really overbought for today. Like all of this happened today, like in the span of like last night and this morning. All right, so yeah, hey, expect the market to chop up sometime soon. It could be now, it could be tonight. I don't know, just whenever. Just expect this to happen sometime soon. This usually happens after such a big push up. Frontline scanner. What is that? Yo, Krabby, did you see what I sent you in the group chat?
Right now?
No, like a while ago from what the guy sent in your chat.
Uh, oh yeah, he's trying to get free.
Dude, some people, bro.
No, chat. I didn't take that. There's no retracement.
Yo, David, I got my first payout last week. Bro, yo, congrats, my man. Yes, sir. Here, let me give you the rolls real quick. There you go. Congrats, bro. That's what I like to see. Dude, guys, look at the 5-minute time frame. All right, look, the 15-minute time frame looks pretty normal. Like, you know, we're getting a pullback, not much, you know what I mean, whatever. But look at the 5-minute. Dude, if we don't see anything by like 10 or like 11 or so, I'm getting off. There's no way I'm trading this, bro. This market got you stressed out. If it does, bro, you don't have to trade it, bro. You're not forced to. That minting, you're off. Probably same here, bro. Nah, bro. I promise you guys, I'm kind of like, okay. Do you guys like ever just like, yo, is it raining? Oh, apologies. Yo, do you guys ever just like zone out? Guys, I promise you, anytime I go quiet, I promise you, I just zone out. I don't know why. Like, I promise you, I'm just staring at the chart like without a thought in my mind, bro. Ladies, bro, you think? Then we think you got muted? Nah. I promise you, I literally just zone out and I just stare like I just like blank out. Like I just zone like I don't look at nothing.
We just stuck at this side here.
Yeah. All right, bro. I'm a medical professional. You give just. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I promise you, I really wouldn't. I searched up like what is it? I'm not gonna say the conditions. Like, what do you do to have it? And I have all of it. Symptoms. There it is. That's the word. Yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing though. I'm sure a lot of people have it. I think. Dude, this market is so. Of course, when we try to get a trade going, bro. Yeah. Don't get off now unless you want the markets to move, bro.
Bro, we are chopping now.
Yeah. Not like we're actually really fucking chopping. Like not even like questionable. This. All right, we're getting somewhat of a sell-off. My somewhat is like barely. We're just going down. Yeah, 20 points. Like I said, guys, I know right now we're currently looking for a bounce from the fair value gap, but if it's a very, very slow bounce, I am not taking it. All right, guys. I'm not trying to get caught up in chop right now.
Let's see if we get another trade.
What do you mean another trade?
Like
What,
another
for me?
for today.
For me or for you?
Will you take anything today or no?
Yeah, last night.
Today.
Yeah, last night.
New York AM.
Oh. No,
Oh
I
my
haven't.
God.
I haven't taken anything. I'm trying to look for something, bro, but I can't. All right, guys, we're back. Okay, we're in the gap, right? Which is a step in the right direction. The problem is, it's just the volume is so like, it's just slow. So like, ideally, what I would want to see is, let's say for example, we're gonna bottom out. Let me delete this because this is kind of like probably distracting you guys, and I'm also gonna delete this gap. It's also distracting you guys probably. All right, because it's distracting me. All right, what I consider shorts, I would probably consider shorts if we inverse the 5-minute gap that we wanted to. I think it was this one. Yeah, this gap over here. If we end up selling off like crazy, which I don't really think is gonna happen, at least for today, we could probably inverse this 5-minute gap and probably target this low right here. Because remember, ES never took it out. All right, look right here. All right, but in the meantime, I mean, it's hard to tell what we want to do. But okay, look, here's what I would say. All right, if we want to look for an entry into longs for today, we don't really have to do light size anymore, just because the volume has definitely died down quite a bit. So if you guys want to do full size, if this trade ends up playing out or giving us the entry, you don't have to worry about doing the 35-point stop loss anymore. So if anything, I'll look for probably a 30-point stop and probably find an entry around 980 maybe. But the problem, that's if we get a lot of buying. Right now it's kind of like it's kind of hard to tell, you know what I mean? Because the volume is, I mean, look at what we're trading right now. Look at this price action. All right, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm open to the idea. If you guys obviously want to trade it or whatever, you guys can definitely look for an entry around here, like around the 980, 985 range, if anything. But this is just like an idea. It's not me telling you guys to enter or to do whatever. It's kind of just like what we're possibly looking out for. ES inversed? No way. Oh yeah, but ES doesn't have anything. Right? No way this is a gap, right? Oh, it is. Okay, that's interesting for sure. Let me kind of mark this out just in case real quick. Because remember, ES has this one right here. I don't think... Oh, yeah. Okay, it's a little... Okay. Why don't we do an inverse? Right now, I don't know. I mean, we definitely could. I told you guys, I'm open to the idea. It's just at the time I was definitely a lot more bullish. Let me delete so I don't confuse you guys. I was definitely a lot more bullish just because we are super bullish on the lower time frame and also the higher time frame. All right, so we would need a lot for an inverse. And if we're gonna take an inverse, I would not take it off of this one. I would take it off of this 5-minute gap right over here. All right, so if look, if we're gonna stay bearish, if like prices are gonna start getting weak and holding below the level of liquidity and getting an MSS model to the downside, I would possibly look for a inverse off of this 5-minute gap. But that's if we're bearish. All right. Now we're gonna remain bullish as long as price is able to now hold above this level of liquidity. All right. If we're able to hold above that, actually, let me see something. Ah, okay, never mind. Oh, actually, no, we could. Yeah. I was about to. Okay. So, guys, what I was gonna say is, okay. Hear me out. All right. The problem is the volume is still really slow. But if it does end up spiking up, we have a few confirmations to the upside in terms of our entry model. All right. Check this out. All right. So look at the 15-minute time frame. Obviously, you guys have known for the last hour we've been waiting for price to retrace into this gap and bounce right back up. All right. We want to see that. All right, so if we're able to get a 35 or 30 to 35 point bounce from the complete bottom, which in this case, right now at least will be at 950. If we want to get an entry, it would be at 980. All right, pretty much 980. Right? If you look at the 5-minute time frame, oh, never mind. I was gonna say we could also inverse this 5-minute gap over here, but it didn't end up holding up either way. All right, but yeah, you guys get what I was trying to say, right? On the 5-minute time frame, we also had somewhat of a fair value gap. Yeah, okay, Blaze gets it at least. All right, that's one person. All right, but yeah, anyways, we're kind of getting somewhat of a strong bounce here. I don't really feel too confident to really take it for myself. Maybe I just don't want to risk the profits that I got last night, or I don't know. But if you guys do like this idea, definitely not a bad idea. We are getting the bounce from the fair value gap. We're about to reach the 30-point mark. Obviously, we still haven't reached it yet. It will be around 980. But if you guys want to work off something like that, it's just, I don't know. To me, the volume still seems a little bit too slow still. Yeah, MNQ. We're always trading MNQ. Yeah. But I don't know. The volume still seems a little bit too slow in my opinion. But if you guys like it enough for yourself, you guys can definitely take this trade idea. For me, I might just sit out from this one. I don't know yet. If we get like a super random spike up, I'll take it. But if it just grinds up, you guys can definitely take it on your own if you like the idea and you're waiting for a trade. And then just take like a valid idea like this. That could definitely work out. But yeah, no, to be fair, bars are definitely holding up around this area. We're definitely holding above the level of liquidity. We're getting the fair value gap bounce. We're about to get the 30-point bounce for the confirmation for the entry. And we still have room for higher into this level of liquidity and this one above. All right, so we can probably work out something like that. Type of one if you guys like it enough to take it in the chat. Let me know. One. Okay, I'm seeing a few ones here. Yeah, we're getting the bounce there, which is pretty nice. The thing is, it's just that volume is sketching me out a little bit. Maybe I'm kind of like, I guess I'm like more, I'm thinking like that because I'm already green on the day and I just don't want to give back. Not sure, but if you guys definitely want to take it, the idea is definitely up for grabs. But let me see. Like I said, if we're able to get a spike up, there's the 30 point bounce right there. But the volume is just a little sketchy there. But yeah, we definitely got the 30-point bounce, guys. We're above 980 already. So let me kind of add the premium here real quick in the setups to watch. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I might. I mean, either way, even if I wanted to enter, it's a little bit too late. I'm already 10 points above it. But let me know. Let me know if you guys are willing to take this in the chat, guys. I guess we can kind of consider this more of like a commentary type of trade, in a way. But yeah, I mean, we are getting a pretty nice bounce there, to be fair. To be honest, might sit this one out. Don't worry, bro. Me too. Me too. I might just sit it out as well. But keep in mind, it's because I'm kind of already green. I guess I just don't want to risk as much anymore. And the volume is a little bit like it can definitely have you hesitating just a little bit for sure. But I'll keep an eye on it. I guess a part of me just those I just don't want to get chopped up in this 5-minute thing right here. I'm not saying that the setup is like a bad idea or anything. It's just, you know what I mean? It can definitely get a little bit slow and a little bit ugly sometimes. Are you taking it? Probably not, man. No. I'll probably just commentate behind it for the people that might want to take it. But once again, I'm not saying that the trade is not good or anything. I'm saying that it's pretty valid. It's just the volume is definitely not up to my standards, at least. What are the price targets? I would say you will have two price targets. Obviously, high of day, which would be at 22,018, and obviously 22,130, which is pretty far away. But we could probably see it by the end of the day if the what's it called, if the buyers just continue going higher. All right, guys. But yeah, it will be a late entry. Okay, yeah, good discipline on your end. David, we have the rest of the yeah, but you guys gotta keep in mind, I'm green from yesterday as well, so I guess that's a portion of that is kind of why. But let's see how this one holds up. I'll definitely kind of watch it out for you guys. Volume's a little dry. That's exactly why I'm not taking it personally. If it was like a really good bounce to the upside, I would take it, no questions asked. Like this question is, I mean, not this question. This trade setup looks pretty good, and we are holding it up. I mean, this candle is holding pretty green, so yeah. Now, real quick, guys, if you guys are in the trade, type a quick one in the chat. Let me see if it's even worth like commentating. Let me know. Let me know. One. I mean, wow. Okay, that's a lot of ones. Okay. I got the idea there. Okay, got it. Anyways, okay, so that's definitely worth commentating. Anyways, okay, so for the people that are in, right? If I were to be in this trade, or obviously since I'm commentating behind this trade, I would say, guys, it's safe to have a price target at this high of day. Try to take most off here and just move your stop loss over to break even. I'm pretty sure. Okay, look, let's say you got an entry at 980. Yeah, that will be 40 points. So definitely move your stop loss to break even after you see like about 30 to 35 points on the trade. Take profits at 38 points, which would be at 22,018, and hold your last contracts for 130. That'll be your final price target. But yeah, that'll be the case there. But yeah, so far you guys should be up what, like 20 points. You guys should be pretty green. If you guys want to trim, you could. You're not really at a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio trade just yet until we see 30 points there, which should be at hello, why is it not letting me? 30 points should be at pretty much 20,010. So 10 more points left. Oh, obviously 10 more points left. But yeah, nice entries. Yeah, guys, for the people that entered, let me know what entry you guys got in the chat. Whether it was 980, 85, 75. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 70s here. 82, 70s. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now for the people that entered at the 70s, guys, scale somehow. Because if you guys entered at the 70s, you guys should be at the 30-point mark, which is a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio trade already. All right. So yeah, if you guys entered at how did you guys enter so early? The 70s. We didn't get the 30-point bounce until 80. Oh well, maybe we pulled back maybe a little bit, and so as you guys entered, it probably just like pulled back a little bit. I guess that could be the case. But yeah, regardless, if you guys entered the 70s, you guys should be up over 30 points already. So you guys can definitely take some skills out already if you guys want. But yeah, 70s. Wow. Okay. Nobody was. No. We're waiting on the 30-point bounce, not the 35-point bounce. Yeah, 35 points was way too much, especially with this volume. So that's why I switched over to 30 points, as you can see right here. Right, let's see if we can see this high of day. We should be able to if buyers are stepping in like this. And yes, it's also bouncing off of this 15-minute gap, which kind of gives us a little bit more reassurance behind the trade if you guys are in. But yeah, once again, if you guys ended up entering at the 70s range, take some skills out at 30 points. Just so you can secure that 1-to-1 risk reward. All right, guys. But yeah. Let's see if we can see this high of day here at 18. That's still pretty far away, at least for now. That's like what, yeah, 25 points. Not impossible to see, actually.
We also have that external at 130.
Yeah, but dude, that 130 is my final level for today, bro. No more, no less, bro. 130 is my final level. All right, we're shooting past previous candle highs on the 5-minute, guys. So be on the lookout. See if maybe we can get a spike here into this high of day here. Let's see. The volume is still running a little bit dry, a little bit slow here. But as long as we're able to keep up this momentum right here on the 15-minute, we should be able to see 18. But guys, once again, before you guys should be up. If you guys got 70s, the entries at the 70s, you guys should probably take something out here just for that 1-to-1 risk reward trade, since you should be at the 30 to 30 point 30 point profit, 30 point stop loss range. So 1-to-1, obviously. And then you can obviously take your other half at 18, and then just hold runners for 130 if we're able to see that. Who got in at, bro? Everyone. When I asked for the entries, everyone said 70s, bro. Like 75, 76. I saw a few 80s, which is what I was expecting, but more 70s than 80s. Got at 85. Not horrible, but yeah. Look, 75 right there. But regardless, I just want to see this high of day. I'll be pretty happy with the setup if we can see this, at least this high up here. So once again, guys, if we see this high up here, obviously move your stops to break even and just hold runners to 130. Maybe you should have gotten in. Yeah, I mean, obviously, should have, would have, could have. The volume just wasn't really like calling my name there. I could have definitely gotten a quick profit there for sure, though. But I'm not really too mad about it. I'm already green from last night, so keep that in mind. Got off for plus 200. Don't like the volume. No problem, bro. No problem. Took 480 across 2 accounts. Thanks. No problem, man. No problem. I just want to. I'll be complete if we can see this high day. At least 2018. I just want to see that. I got 200. Took to secure. Okay, yeah. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys are securing some profits there. But I don't know. I really want to see this up here. This is all I want to see right here. Obviously, the volume is still a little bit slow right now, so we're getting like little pullbacks here and there. But as long as these pullbacks aren't, enough to really stop anyone out, the trade should still be valid. If I have a trading daily drawdown, is it better to take? Not really. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But you should, what's it called? You shouldn't trim. Look, if you guys have a trailing drawdown, trimming in most cases isn't your best bet. I would say in most cases try to just take full profits. And the reason I say that, guys, is because I always say this example. Let's say, for example, you're in 10 micros, you're up $500, and you secure 5 micros, meaning that you just secured $250 realized from the trade, meaning that there's still $250 of unrealized profits. Realistically, the trade is guaranteed to go green if you go break even, right? But the problem is if you get stopped out of break even, although the trade you didn't really technically go red, your drawdown is still red because you just obviously lost 250 unrealized profit. All right. So what I would say is, in most cases, if you guys have a trailing drawdown, until it's frozen, try to take full profits all at once, instead of trimming, and then just once you freeze what's it called? Once you freeze that trading drawdown, then you can start holding your runners a lot better and obviously a lot stress free. All right. Hopefully that made sense. Let me know if that made sense. Let me know if that made sense to you. But yeah. It did? Okay, perfect. Just making sure. Anyways, we just got another green, red to green here. So let's see if this is the push up that we want to see into the 20s here. I'm assuming most of you guys that got in are probably still holding. Obviously some people secured some profits, but obviously we still have a little bit of room into our target here that we want to see. Does Top Step have a trailing drawdown? It does, but not an unrealized trailing drawdown. It trails it at the end of the day, so it's an end of day trading. Exactly, yeah, end of day trading. Meaning, so let's say it's the same thing. It's just at the end of the day is when it's gonna count it. You know what I mean? So whatever your account closed at the end of that day, that's when let me see. That's when it'll update. David, serious question. Finally, bro. Would you say this is low volume for now? Yeah, right now it's definitely a little bit slow, which is why I personally didn't take the trade. Although I did really like it. It definitely was a really, really nice trade. I just didn't take it myself just because it is a little bit slow for sure. Bro's gone serious. Dude, I never thought I'd see the day, bro. I never thought I'd see the day. But yeah, it is pretty slow. It is pretty slow, to be fair. I mean, obviously, compare this price compared to like this one down here. You know what I mean? It's completely different. A completely different market. But yeah. Anyways, come on, guys. All we need is one little 18-point push up, and we should be good to go for PT1. Then I'll be happy with the trade. But yeah. I don't want to trim before PT1. No problem. No problem. I probably wouldn't either. Although you might be up, depending on where you entered. Obviously, if you're up 30 points, not a bad idea to take at least something. You know what I mean? It won't really hurt to take. But I mean, we're so close. We're 15 points away from PT1. Why not just hold until then? You know what I mean? It's just, can we even see it? You know? Blast, are you ready to fight for the USA? Dude. Got out for 140. PA is too slow for my liking. Nope, not, there's no issue with that. That's why I told you guys. I'm probably not going to take it and just commentate behind it for the people that want to take it. Because you guys know, I'm very, very picky about my setups. I'm not going to take this. You know what I mean? But it is a good setup. Like, technical wise, yeah, it does look pretty good. We got the 15-minute fair value gap bounce on NQ. We have another 15-minute fair value gap bounce on ES. We have room for higher. We have buying pressure kicking in. The trend is bullish. It lines up. It definitely does line up. But obviously, this trade is definitely going to take some time. You don't like this 5-minute IFEG? Well, you gotta keep in mind we don't have the confirmations for the IFEG, at least yet. You know what I mean? We still need some selling pressure. We need the MSS model to form, and we haven't even gotten the D-wall sweep. You know what I mean? So it's still kind of, shorts are very, very questionable right now. And we could say the same thing for longs. I mean, it's pretty slow. You know. Let me see. 35 points, 725 green. I'm out. Nice, bro. That's what I like to see, my man. Yes, sir. By the way, for the people getting out, obviously, if you guys want, go ahead and post your profits over in the profits channel. Now, I didn't want to say that until we saw PT1, which I want to see we're going to see, but at this rate, bro, we're going to see that shit tomorrow, man. But yeah. Yo, if we all do selective service, we should all meet up in Fiverr. Yo, thank you, my man. But yeah. 500 with this volume. Not bad. Dude, I just want to see PT1, bro. Another 1,100 to go to pass the eval. Nice, bro. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm seeing most of you guys are taking profits just because you don't like the volume. Is your regard scam? TJ, nah, TJ is pretty legit. We're probably creating a chop zone. No, we're already in it. Look at the 5 minute. Look at what we're in right now. This is exactly why I didn't take the trade in the first place. It's way too choppy. Like I said, the idea was pretty valid. It's just not to my standards. But yeah, let me do a quick poll here. Let me see. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do guys. If you guys are in the chat and you guys are actually seeing the trade, please react to this. I want to see. Let me get some feedback to this right here, guys. Go react to this. Let me see how you guys are doing. Whether you guys are still in or got completely out, because I'm seeing a lot of you guys are just completely taking profits because you don't like the volume, which obviously there is nothing wrong with. But let me check it out. I'm gonna click show and at 60 votes. So if you guys want, go ahead. If you guys are in the trade, didn't take the trade. Oh, no problem, no problem, bro. Dude, the screenshot is bro. I see it so many times, bro. Okay, let me see. Okay, 62 votes. Okay, so most people are still in. All right, I got you guys. All right. So 42 people are still in. 17 or 20 are just got completely out. Now, for the people that got completely out, if you guys are obviously, you guys should be green off this trade. There's no reason why not to be green. Guys, obviously go post in the profit channel, go run it up over there. But yeah, let's keep seeing what we can do with this price, because we're still kind of flat out here. Is there any entry off of a pullback right now? We did enter off of a pullback about 20 minutes ago. We entered around here, or 15 minutes ago, I guess. No, yeah, 20 minutes around there. We entered off of this bounce right here, of this fair value gap bounce off the pullback. Honestly, want to get out? Do you still see this running, dude? If you don't like the volume, you can definitely get out for your profits, which is what a good handful of people are doing. But dude, I at least see this going into at least high of day. This is like the bare minimum. You know what I mean? We're right there. All we need is one little push up. It's just the problem is the volume is very, very low. So that's a little bit of an issue. You know what I mean? It can definitely get a little bit questionable, but we'll see. Obviously, if you don't like it for yourself, there's nothing wrong. I'm sure you're still green on the trade, whether you got a late entry or not. You should be green. So if you want to take it, go ahead. But I don't know. For the people holding, I at least want to see 22,020. That's all I want to see. It's just really, really slow. Let me see what's popping on Instagram in the meantime while I wait for this. I took the negative RR to not be in this anymore. Yeah, not really a problem. All right, we're back at the entry point, at least for your guys' entry point. Let me see. What was that? I guess the market is kind of just waking up here. We're getting a little bit of volume. A little bit of volume. But so far, nothing interesting happening just yet. Now, I was trailing my stop loss already. Type risk management until I get this price. How much did you make off that, MT? I'm assuming you got out near break even. Still bullish? Yeah, it's just a little bit of chop right now. Not much to really say behind this price action. 150 on 5 contracts. Ah, not bad. So I'm assuming you got like 25 points profit around there. 25, 30 points. Yep. Yeah. Not bad for a 1-to-1. I just want to see this high if they get taken out. This is all I want to see right here. Can we re-enter now? I would be a little bit careful, but we haven't even retraced into the fair value gap even, so I'll be careful. The thing is, the one thing I hate being asked, guys, is can I re-enter? Because it's hard to say, you know what I mean? I don't really ever do re-entries, you know? Blast after this setup plays out. No, I'm done, bro. I'm done. You gotta keep in mind, I already made my money for the day. I mainly just got on to kind of like give you guys one last setup, and then we just come back tomorrow. Yeah. Let's hope I don't get stopped out. Nah, you should be good. It's just a little choppy right now. That's all. If price fills the gap completely and gives another 30, would you still take it? Nah, I probably won't take anything today. There's so much for today. For today. Nah, I give you guys one last night. I'll give you guys a trade idea right now. David, were you ever on the meme coin run? Definitely not. No, dude, I don't do anything with crypto. I don't involve myself with crypto. Thank you, Blast. I appreciate the. Bro, of course, my man. Out for 5,700. Oh, on last night's. Oh, in today's trade. Ah, okay, cool. Damn, bro, how much are you sizing? What you sizing on that one, bro? Let me see. Hey, David, can you explain again why you want to use this as a continuation for value instead of an inverse one? It looks like this could be a valid setup for an inverse two. Well, you got to keep in mind, today is not like I said. On a normal day, I would have definitely waited for an inverse in any like if this setup is usually your inverse setup, but just with the day today, the way buyers stepped in, we have barely even gotten a pullback, just showing that buyers are in full control throughout the entire day. And the whole reason as to why is, I mean, look at the overnight session, right? Look at everything that happened here. Just straight buying because of the war news going on. So it's a little, you know, I mean, it's definitely something to keep in mind. So I was just kind of basing the trades and the buy space off of the overnight momentum and the momentum that we got off open. But in the typical setup that I would take, yeah, it would definitely be an inverse. Just today, I just didn't want to base it off that. It's just the reversal probability would be pretty low, I would say. This thing is still chopping up here. Not much I can really say behind it until we see some sort of a move here. Triple on 5 minutes. Yeah, that I'm kind of glad I avoided it. That volume was too sketchy. 15 minutes chopped. Yeah, bro. I agree. Kind of zoom in a little bit here. Now we can definitely start getting into some trouble here if price starts holding below this level, because that's when the bearish bias. David, would you take an inverse? It depends on the volume. Keep in mind we're still in this chop range, so it's kind of hard to say right now whether we want to go higher or lower. But if I were to take an inverse, I would kind of use this more of an idea as to what sellers want to do, and for an entry, I would kind of base it off of this 5-minute gap over here. So we would inverse both fair value gaps on the 15-minute time frame and the 5-minute gap over here. So then if we do end up taking short, we would have nothing stopping us until the price target right over here. So off of this gap, we have nothing to do but just wait for a bounce, I would say. This is the sell-off? Kind of like whatever. So would you re-enter? like I said, I when you guys ask me about the re-entry questions, I don't really know how to answer it because I don't really trade based off re-entries ever. You know what I mean? Once the setup bounces the first time and it's done, it's done. You know what I mean? Okay, if this trade right here were to get stopped out, which obviously we're, you know, what I mean, we're kind of like just sitting there. I'm definitely gonna get mixed reactions because some people took profit early, some people just were holding to a high day. I'm actually surprised that we didn't see the high of day. In fact, venture shorts in a bullish reality gap. UK. Wait, let me see. Oh, news came out apparently. Senior Iran political says Iran is likely to attack a U.S. military facility in the coming out. Ooh, that's not good. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Guys, for the people in shorts, this is not something this is not something you guys would want to hear. Check this out, guys. A senior Iran political source says Iran is likely to attack the U.S. military facilities in the coming hours, which is exactly why the market is selling off with a little bit of volume right now. Yeah, definitely not something you guys would want to hear. Do something, bro. What am I supposed to do, bro? Yeah, for those in longs, my bad. For those in longs. Yeah, that's pretty much why we're getting a little bit more of a spiking volume here to the downside. Yeah, it's about to hit the for the people that never took profits. Yeah, there it is. There's a stop. But yeah, no, that. Let me see. Hold up. I guess we're probably gonna get mixed reaction off of this trade idea over here. Probably fake. They would not announce it to everyone before doing it. Nothing new, bro. But yeah, no, we are setting off quite a bit here. Let me hold on. Let me see something real quick. Because if anything, it's kind of hard to say because the volume is kind of like mixed here. Quite a bit. It's a reporting. Yeah, look at how volume is reacting now with that type of news coming out. Shorts looking on the 5. I wouldn't say just yet. Don't try to rush the shorts just yet. Obviously, the volume is kind of still a little bit mixed here. We're still bouncing. We're still rejecting. Like I said, if you guys do want to take shorts, if we do end up holding below this level of liquidity and inversing this 15-minute gap, wait for this 5 minutes to get inversed. This is the one thing I would say to get inversed. Okay, I'm gonna see now if we end up holding this bounce, and the market kind of chops up here. I might just avoid it until something maybe in the PM happens, or I might just come back tomorrow because it is getting a little bit out of control with the whole news thing coming out. Hey, but that's where you're reading the volume at. I just look at the way the candles are moving. If the candles are moving slow, no highs being broken, that's choppy. If the candles are moving like this, then it's kind of pretty volatile. Why are you in the shorts in the first place? I mean, if you're trading my model at least, there's not much to really take shorts off of here. Remember, don't get FOMO with one selling candle here because most times it can kind of cause more harm than good. We also, you guys gotta keep in mind, we have not inversed the 15-minute gap just yet, so we're still bullish as long as we hold in this gap right here. Re-entry on longs. Like I said, guys, I don't really trade off re-entries. If you guys want to do it, you could. definitely an idea, but not something I would do. I don't do reentries. Once the first gap bounce is done, is the trade is still done for me. We're still bullish until the missiles come. I mean, dude, he said a few hours, so I mean. Fermi Ferrari was forming. Oh yeah. I don't know. Right now, this market, I might just get off of it. Do you pay any subscription to see those news? No. It's a Twitter account. Was good, Krabby?
Slowing down now.
Yeah, definitely. I might just get off of it. Let me see. Let me send you the. Here's this account right here.
Yo, did you get your exhaust yet?
No.
Bro.
Yeah. Dude, I passed by the shop yesterday, bro. My car was just fucking sitting in the parking lot still.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Dude, I'm done doing upgrades, bro. I'm not doing that shit no more. Dude, I don't think I've ever had like a good experience with like anything with the car.
Wait, with the Corvette?
Dude, no, the BMW, bro. Dude,
Oh.
I went to a body shop so they can install the. You remember when I changed the bumper to an M3 bumper?
Oh yeah.
Dude, you know what they did?
Huh.
So look. So I went to the shop. I came super excited. I'm like, yo, I have a really big budget. I have suspensions, I have spacers, I have a bumper, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I want to do to the car right now with this budget. And I give them the number. And they're like, oh yeah, bro, we got you, bro, we got you. I left the car there for one day to change the bumper because that's the only thing I had at the time, right? They changed the bumper. You know what they did? Dude, they slowly cut the belt of the car, right? So when I started driving off, dude, I promise you, I drove not even a 0.1 of a mile. I just hear from the engine. I'm like, yo,
I swear to God.
I promise you. I'm like, yo, what the hell is that? What the hell happened? And then I'm like, maybe I ran over something. I don't know, right? Because like, bro, the car is never in it's like 70,000 miles has it ever given me an issue. Then I get a warning on the screen, battery not reading. I'm like, yo, what? What do you mean the battery's not reading? So I start looking and I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, yo, the belt is missing. So I take it back to the shop and they're like, oh yeah, man, it's normal. The belt just snaps. I'm like, oh, okay, well, can we just order a new belt? And they're like, oh no, bro, since you drove it back here, you're not supposed to drive it back here. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh yeah, because apparently the problem with the BMW is when the belt is normal to snapping. Apparently when that happens, it gets sucked into the oil. I think it's called the oil pan. So now inside of the whole engine, there's like parts of the belt everywhere. I'm like, bro. And then the whole budget I had for that car, it went on to repairs. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe it was a bad experience. You know what I mean? I probably just went to like a pretty unreliable shop. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever. Now I get the C8. I buy an exhaust, right? I'm like, all right, this time I'm not gonna make the same mistake. Let me go to a very, very, very trusted mechanic. All right. I mean, he has over 400,000 followers on Instagram. He does everyone famous's car in Miami. You know, pretty simple. Dude, it's been 2 months since I ordered this fucking exhaust. It got here on Friday, and I have yet to get any update on it. Yeah, I'm just gonna start running stock, bro. Get a Tesla? Nah, bro. I'm done. No.
I see why these rich people just leave their shit stock.
Yeah. No, not that it's bad or anything. It's just like it's taking a long time, dude. Like, no, he got the exhaust, but like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, it takes like what, like 3 hours maybe. You just take off the rear thing. You take off a few bolts because it's already welded. You just screw it on together. You know what I mean? At that point, I'll just do it by myself. You know what I mean?
And bro, David, imagine people that like order cars and wait like a year to get it.
Dude, I could barely even wait a fucking month, bro. Let alone a year. Like, dude, okay, imagine you order an SVJ and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it, but it's gonna take like a year. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, like
nah, bro. Dude, if I'm dropping 1 million on a car, like, how much is an FVJ? Like 700K?
dude, yeah.
Dude, if I'm
Around there.
dropping that much on a car, bro, I need that shit now, bro. Cause like, dude, that's a lot of money, bro. I can't wait that long, bro.
That's why like lightly used is better. You get it right off the lot.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, it's a dude. I got my dad's truck yesterday. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pass by the shop to see how they're doing. Bro, the car's still in the fucking park. Dude, I saw it, bro. I almost broke down in tears, bro. Like, I'm dead ass, bro. Like I dead ass,
Wait,
like I got
same
so
same parking spot, David?
yes, dude.
Dude.
Dude, I got so mad, bro. Like, do you ever get so mad that like you're not even mad, you just want to cry?
Be honest, you think there's priorities for that shop?
Dude, yes, bro. Okay, do you know this guy called what's his name? It's like Vincent Fisher or whatever. The guy with like he has like curly hair.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
he brought in his SVJ and
Yeah.
his Urus like maybe like what like a week after me, and his car's done, but mine is still in the lot.
Oh shit. Yeah,
And
there is priorities.
yeah, definitely. Because I mean, obviously, he's a more of a loyal customer. You know what I mean? He's there like every few months. You know, with the new car.
I know, but that's not fair business, no.
Yeah, dude. You know, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It got to the point where I'm like, I was actually debating on calling him. I'm like, yo, like if I pay you like an extra few $100s, can you just like do my car and have it done by tomorrow? Because like,
Chat,
bro.
is my cut up or is it just me?
Oh no, wait. Let me restart. Hold up. All right, I'm back. My bad. Hold on. Let me start up the screen share again, dude. Where's the last part I left off at?
Something about
Okay, dude, I was planning like, is it a is it a bad idea? Like, I was planning on calling him and being like, "Yo, if I pay you like a few extra $100, can you like do my car by tomorrow?" Like, I know I don't.
$100.
No, a few $100, bro. Cause like,
Bro,
bro,
we're
like,
not doing that shit.
bro, like you have to do my bro. You
Yo, chat,
listen,
you
listen,
gotta
listen.
bribe with $100 in
No,
Miami.
not $100, bro. A few $100.
Bro.
A few $100. Now, bro, I already paid hella money. It's like, bro, I know I shouldn't be paying because regardless, I have to do the car either way. I already paid for it. But like, bro, I mean, like, can I like put myself first in line already? Like, dude, I've been in my house for the last 2 weeks, bored as hell. Like, I'm dead ass going crazy.
Dude, David, I was supposed to come this week, remember?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Oh
have had
my
a fucking
God, we
car,
would've
bro.
had no car. Oh my
Dude,
God.
like, bro, not like actually, bro, like I dead ass don't know what to do anymore. Cause like, bro, a new anytime I pass by the shop, a new Lambo is there, and that new Lambo is done by the next day, bro. Like, bro. Oh man, dude, I promise you, bro. Like I'm being serious. Like, have you guys ever gotten so mad that you're not even mad? Like you want to punch something, you just want to like get on the floor and just start breaking down crying, bro. That's how I felt yesterday, bro. I saw that shit. I'm
Annoyed?
like, dude, yes, bro. Like frustrated,
Yeah.
annoyed, mad, bro. Like it takes 3 hours, 4 hours of your day to just take off the rear bumper and just take off like maybe 5 to 10 screws or whatever of whatever's holding down the exhaust. And you just screw it back on. That's it. You can't even tune the
Wait,
car because it's not it's
do they
unlocked.
not wait, do they not like weld it on or no?
It's already
How does
welded.
that work?
It came welded already.
I don't know shit about cars, so I don't know.
Yeah, because usually what you do is you weld the exhaust. The I'm pretty sure the tips of the exhaust, but it already came welded.
Yeah. What about welding it onto the like car? No?
No, bro, you just screw it on.
You just screw it on?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, it's just bolts.
You weld guys, you weld it, right? I'm pretty sure you weld it.
No,
No?
no, 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 no. You weld the tips.
Oh, okay.
You weld and bolt
You
it?
weld and bolt?
No, no, no. I don't
Weld,
think so.
bolt.
I don't think so. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
I won't know either.
Some cat back. No, mine has no cats. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Yeah, see, he said the shit would come off. You just bolt it. Look, you gotta weld it, bro.
No cats is welding.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Regardless of whatever it is, bro. I mean, welding, dude. I've got in my on the BMW. I got my shit welded, and it was like maybe like what, like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's either welding or bolt.
But look, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I think the shop was maybe it was closed throughout the weekend. I mean, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, why would I want to be working on a car throughout the weekend? You know what I mean? So maybe, hopefully, they start today. Fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed, dude. Dude, I'm gonna pass by later today again, bro. And if I see my car in the parking lot, dude, I'm just gonna break down crying. Like, I'm being serious this time, bro. Most shops are closed on weekends. But the thing is, let me see. Do you have a favorite 90s car? Nah, I don't like old cars. Why won't he let you keep? The thing is, I could definitely ask him for the car back, but bro, that's not the point. Like, I just want it done. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to work on it. You know, bolt it back out, put a welder or whatever, and that's it. Just give me the car and I'm done. I'm done upgrading. I'm done doing whatever it is. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Blast, you sound like a crazy ex driving by. Yo, bro. How long? He told me that it will take 2 days on Friday. But like, I get it, bro. Like, he's busy, but like, damn, bro. You know what I mean, like, I don't mind having my car in the shop for a while, but like, bro, when did you drop it off? Last Friday. Like, not like the Friday that we just had, but the last Friday. So not 2 weeks ago, but like a week ago. A week and like 3 days ish. No, it's not a highly mechanic, bro. Oh, no, he should be.
Bro,
Nah, but I don't think.
When
What?
you gonna get an SUV, David?
Dude, an Escalade, bro. It's nutty.
You know, some shit you can just drive around, not care about. Some crazy shit.
Psh, yeah. No, but keep in mind the exhaust got here on Friday, but he was already working on some cars, so obviously I guess he can't just do it on the spot. And then I'm gonna give him the benefit on Google. It says that he's open every single day, including weekends. But I passed by and it was closed. So, man, I don't know, man. At this point, dude, I'm just telling myself stuff to make me feel better, but bro. Once I get my car, bro, I am done doing anything to it, bro. That's it. I'm not doing any more mods, bro. Because there's always something, man. I never have a good experience with the mechanics. At this point, bro, I'm just gonna study how to be a mechanic myself and just do it for myself. Let me see. My brother worked in a I'm sure a shop. He always recommend people to ask how long it would be until they're able to. I ask him every time. He's like, oh yeah, just give me like 2 more days. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, that wait time is how many people are in front of you, and people would just come back and drop off the cars for a few days before they said they'd be able to work on it, but never later than that. Otherwise, they'll keep bumping you back. The thing is, my car's been there for a whole week. It's been there for like a week and 4 days, and it's still in the same spot where I left it at. But yeah, bro. At this point, bro, I'm just gonna become my own mechanic, bro. It's gonna be my new side hustle. Yeah, man, I'm really hoping it's done by tomorrow, bro. Last thing you should do is no, but at this point, bro, I'm just desperate for my car back. Like, I don't even care. You know what I mean? I could definitely just like if I can get bumped up in the line to just be next, bro. I'll dead ass pay any price, bro. I just want my car back. I promise you, bro. Just run no exhaust. Nah, bro, you're good. You're good. You're good. I don't need anyone calling or anything. I'm just telling you guys, just like I just want my car back. That's all, bro. Do Corvettes have stock cutouts? I don't know. You got two cars? No, bro. No, I wish. Any trades for today? We had one which went kind of 30 points, but it didn't really hit the price target, which is like we were targeting up here. It went around here, but it kind of sold off a little bit, so not much to really get for today. What about shorting this for rally gap? Nah, bro. Look at the 5 minute, bro. I think for now I'm kind of gonna avoid the market until it kind of like cleans up a little bit. It's a little bit too choppy right now. Look at this. Not much to really work with. So I'm just here just chatting since I have nothing else to do or go anywhere. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a car. Cutouts are Valves and exhaust. So you can have it. Oh, you mean do I have valves on the car? Yeah, I do. You they buy daily? Nah, bro, dude, I just spent a lot of money on the jet ski, bro. I think I'm done spending money for a long time, bro. But yeah, bro, Krabby, want to hear something? Want to hear
What?
something?
What?
I got another ticket, bro.
Yo, want to join?
I got another ticket, bro,
For what?
on the jet ski.
Your car?
Nope.
Oh, wait, what?
Apparently you can't,
Jet ski?
dude. I went to some like private island, and I promise you, I was like 200 feet away from the island, or maybe like what, like 150 feet away, 170, maybe 200. Dude, I was doing circles, and apparently it's illegal to do circles.
Illegal to do circles.
I promise you. The cop was like, dude, you know you're reckless driving, right? You know I could take you to jail for that. I'm like, I didn't know.
What?
Dude, I look at him super. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, bro, you're lucky I'm having a good day today. And he's giving me hella attitude. I'm like, all right, my bad. I just didn't know. And he gave me a ticket. I'm like, all right. Is this a warning or is this a ticket? He's like, it's a ticket, bro. You're lucky it's not a criminal ticket. I'm like, bro, all right. I did. I just put it in the pocket. I completely forgot about it until now.
Dude.
So I gotta go to court again, dude. I'm fighting every ticket, bro. I don't go fuck. Nah, but that one is dead. I was like, nah, bro. Like, dude, cops in the water, bro. Like, look, I get it in the road, like regular road, whatever. But bro, in the water, bro. Like, dude, if I can't do donuts on a jet ski, then what can I do, bro? Like, and then I looked at the ticket and it said I was like violating like a manatee zone or something. Do you guys know what that is? I don't know if it's just a Miami thing or if it's like a thing around the world. It's called like a Miami, not Miami, manatee zone or manatee area or whatever. It's where you have to go slow, pretty much. Dude, I was in the middle of the ocean. There's no sign anywhere, and he gave me a thing saying I was speeding when I wasn't. But there wasn't an area. I can literally show you guys the area, but I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna fight it and be like, I didn't do it because I literally didn't. Yeah, no, I get they're endangered and everything, and like they're supposed to be sleeping or I don't know, whatever manatees do, bro. But like I know that because obviously I took the test for the license. I know what it is. But dude, I was in the middle of the ocean in a private island where there's no signs for anything, and he told me that apparently it was illegal. So he told me like 3 different things. Apparently I can't do donuts or circles on a jet ski. Then he's telling me that I was recklessly driving because I was really close to the island, and then on the ticket he said I was speeding when I wasn't. I wasn't even going.
David.
I don't know, man. Dude, it's always something with these fucking people, bro. What's up?
Tell you that.
Well,
It's okay because if you go to jail, Lanto said he'd bail you out, so
yes, sir, bro. That's my boy.
that'll be Lanto.
Yo,
Lanto, remember you said you'd bail David out if you went to jail?
that's my boy, bro. That's my brother. Bro, Lonto, how's this market treating you, bro?
Quite choppy
Are you eating?
now. I'm chewing on a bottle cap.
Classic.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that to the stream. But yeah, dude, I'm about to get off, bro. This chop is something, man. Nah, bro, even talking about the whole car thing, bro, it got me so annoyed right now. Like my whole mood is killed, bro. Nah, I'm being so for real, bro. Like, dude, it's not
Bro,
funny,
don't
bro.
make me laugh, bro. Come on.
Nah, bro, I'm
Do
being,
not laugh at shit like that.
dude, dude, I'm dead ass like a fucking crazy ex, bro. Like, I'm gonna pass by a shop again today, bro. I'm gonna see if he moved the car.
Don't worry, me and Lanto know.
Dude.
Oh, fuck.
Lanto, he almost went to jail for doing donuts on a jet ski.
In the fucking middle of the ocean, bro. I can't even do that in peace, bro.
What?
Yeah.
No way. How'd someone see you?
Dude. Okay, look. All right, let me kind of summarize the story. So in Miami, there's like little private, like man-made islands, right? And everyone goes there. They park up their jet ski. They, I guess, party or like just, bro.
Yo.
They party. They do all that shit, right? And I go there. You know what I mean? Because there's people with jet skis. And you know what I mean? I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to have fun and everything. And
Yo, just so you know, whatever your name is, I pulled your IP and I'm finding your address.
Yo.
okay. Anyways. Okay. So I was not. okay, look. So obviously, I'm not gonna be driving right next to someone that's swimming in the water. That's stupid. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run someone's head over by accident. You know what I mean? So obviously, I distance myself over, but apparently, I didn't distance myself enough. Even though I was like maybe like a good 200 feet away, maybe like maybe like minimum like 170 feet away from the island, right? From where anyone is swimming, which is a pretty reasonable thing. I can also see where people are swimming, right? And then, bro, a cop comes because in Miami, dude, they give you the ticket for anything, bro. They did. It's just a money grab. It's not even like they did also don't even care about the environment. They just want to make money. You know what I mean? It's why they give you these stupid ass tickets. So, dude, I was doing like donuts on a jet ski. Like I was doing circles. I was speeding. I was doing donuts, right? And a cop from like 2 miles away, he starts honking his horn, and I didn't think it was for me because I'm like, dude, I'm not doing anything wrong. And I hear and he keeps honking, and I look over, and he's like pointing at me with like mad as hell. He's like, "You come over here." I'm like, "Oh shit, all right." So I go over there. You know what I mean? I go over there, whatever. And he's like, "You know what you're doing is reckless, right?" I'm like, "Oh, what am I doing wrong?" He's like, "You're doing eights." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that was like bad." He's like, "Yeah, bro, you're gonna run someone's head over." I'm like, "Bro, like, I'm not even near anyone. I'm in the middle of the ocean. You know what I mean? Like, but all right." He's like, I'm like, "Oh, you know, like my bad." You know, me being nice. I'm like, "Oh, my bad. You know, I just got it. I guess I just didn't know." He's like, "Oh yeah, buddy. Huh? You're gonna learn today." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then, bro, he gives me a fucking ticket, bro, for doing nothing. And then I read the ticket, and it says nothing about me recklessly driving. It doesn't say anything about me doing like illegal donuts or whatever. It says I was violating a manatee zone, even though I'm in the middle of the ocean where there's no signs that says anything about a manatee. So, dude, it's like, dude, I'm trying to keep my calm, bro, but I'm about to crash on all these people, bro. I'm about to curse them out, bro.
Damn, David.
That shit got me heated, bro.
Want to bail you out though.
And then, bro, he gave me a ticket. I'm like, oh, like, is this a warning? Because I look at the ticket, and there's like no fine or anything. It just says that it's just my information. And he's like, no, man, it's a ticket. You're lucky it's not a criminal ticket because I would have taken you to jail. I'm like, oh,
Oh well.
okay. Dude, the thing is, it's gotten to a point where I've gotten so many tickets, and it's like I have an excuse
Hey.
for every single one, and it's getting to the point where, like, it kind of sounds like I'm lying since I'm getting so many, but like I'm being dead ass, guys. Like it's actually retarded.
Real
Like,
shit
bro,
though. Did TGR take it Ozempic?
dude, honestly, bro,
How did he lose weight that fast?
yeah,
Oh, who cares?
Bro. He popped on my feed right now. He was like chubby. Now he's like skinny.
no, like not even skinny. He's like really fucking skinny. But good for him. Good for him. But yeah. Anyways, dude, I might just get off, bro. Let me go figure out this shit with the mechanic already, bro.
LOL.
Let me go get ready. All right, guys, I'm getting off, man. This market, nothing is even happening. We're chopping up for the PM, so it's not much I can even do in the first place. Ah, bro, I'm actually so fucking annoyed, bro. It's always something, man. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Same time. Yeah, same time as always. All right, guys. All right, peace out, guys. Peace out, Lonzo. Peace out, Krabby.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys. Peace out. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys were able to enjoy the stream. Hopefully you guys made some money from the first trade. I kind of went over 30 points. I don't know if you guys took profit or not, but if you did, obviously you guys made some money with not with me because I didn't really take it, but hopefully you guys made some money in the first place. All right, guys. Now, I will say once again, if you guys do want to join the premium, I do have a very, very exclusive discount going on, which is code exclusive. I'm only doing it once, and that's it, guys. Code exclusive for 75% off any premium upgrade. The monthly will be $12 with the first link in the description, and the 3-month will only be almost $40. If you guys are interested in getting access to the real-time alerts, real-time live trading, education, everything you guys need for the strategy is all here, as you guys see right over here. Full strategy, everything is kind of broken down all here. All right, so if you guys are interested in learning, getting alerts, making some money, getting funded, and even getting payouts with us, guys, click the first link in the description and use code exclusive. All right, guys, but yeah, I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm not really seeing anything else in the market that's really catching my eye. So yeah, all right, guys, but yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time as always, 9:40 a.m. EST. I will be live trading. All right.